Welcome viewers to Deliverance Church Outreach Ministries through our media team. We would like to welcome you to 2021. I know we have lots of expectations. Some people have given up on expectations because they expected a lot in 2020 and things didn't go well. But we serve a faithful God. The God that was served by our ancestors is the same God who saw them through the difficult times, the joyful times, and today. So today I'm just going to take you briefly through our vision for 2021. Now, our vision for 2021 is not very different from 2020, basically because in 2020 we did not achieve much. After 10 months of lockdown, whatever we had planned to do could not take place. And therefore, we've carried forward our vision of 2020 to 2021, which is Enlarge, Lengthen, and Strengthen. It's taken from the book of Isaiah, chapter 54, verse 2, which reads, "Enlarge the place of your tent, stretch your tent curtains, wide, do not hold back, lengthen your cords, strengthen your stakes." In the Amplified Version, it reads that enlarge the site of your tent to make more room for your children. Stretch out the curtains of your dwelling, do not spare them. Lengthen your tent ropes and make your pegs, stakes firm in the ground. This is the time when the Lord was encouraging the people of Israel who had just gone through a tough time. And he used an example or the words taken from things that they normally use. And in Israel, because it was a desert, it was a pastoralist community, the people lived in tents. And normally after a season, there is increase in number, increase in wealth, and therefore there was need to enlarge the site of the tent. And that speaks to what we are going through and what we expect to go through in 2021. And because the Lord says, "For he will spread out to the right and to the left, and your descendants will take possession of nations and will inhabit deserted cities." This is what the Lord promises us as his children, and we look forward to 2021, in which we shall inhabit deserted cities that will follow this pandemic and those that have not even been discovered. Now, 2020, the word of when COVID dropped on, everything looks destroyed and derailed. But one other encouraging thing that we had here in Deliverance Church, Kira, was taken from the book of Numbers. The book of Numbers, chapter 13, verse 30, in which it reads that, "Then Caleb quieted the people before Moses and said, 'Let us go up at once and take possession of it, for we will certainly conquer it.'" Now, in uncertain times when we go out to look at the situation, many of us look at it differently. And the majority of us lose hope. They lose hope because they see the difficulties that are out there. For example, right now, due to COVID, when you walk out of the street, you see the distancing of the people, the masks, the minding of people's business, and this worries people. However, those who look at opportunities, when they look out and they will see the demand for transport, special transport, because now there's social distancing. They will see the need for masks because people need to be protected. They will see the need for the antiseptics and whatever that goes with COVID. And this is what Caleb saw. And he says, "Let us go up at once and take possession of it, for we'll certainly conquer it." There's nothing impossible. When the Lord says it is possible, it is possible. The message is divided in 4 parts, mainly because of the recording requirements, so that we can fit all of it and broadcast it as we would like to. So today we start with part 1. Part 1 will end here as at today. We will continue to part 2, and then to part 3 and part 4.